So we're back. We got a follow-up to episode 21 with our boy Turk. He's back to shed us some more wisdom and tell us some more stories. How you doing tonight, Turk?
Man, I ain't complaining, man. I'm trying to enjoy life. I'm here cooking dinner and cleaning up.
Nice. When we first spoke, we didn't have a chance to get into too much details about everything because we touched on a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if we could discuss a little bit about your time that you spent in prison.
I used to always hear stories about the feds, so I'm like, I ain't never been there, so I'm always thinking the feds for like RICO acts, high power people, and all that. So now when I go over there, I'm like, all right, go with feds, It ain't what everybody expected to be. Like only like people like start telling and people start doing this. People don't do no paperwork on their cases and stuff like that. They just thinking everybody get a million years because the feds say they're gonna get a million years. Look your case up, do some research about your case, and see what you're looking at. They don't do that. They don't care. They go by, oh, the feds gonna get a million years, so I'm gonna tell them my man, I'm gonna tell his mom too, and that's what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it changed me. Like it let me understand. Like, hold up, I ain't trying to be in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my life. It changed me. So I had to go to USP. I went to USP Cannon first. I was in there first. I think when I first got there, a guard just got killed. So it was kind of strict. I was kind of strict and everything and stuff like that. But it's like when you get to a USP, like a penitentiary and stuff like that, it's like you got to stick with your peoples. Like you got to stick with. It's like 066. You from Philly, you got to stick with Philly. You from down south, you got to stick from down south. You from DC, you got to stick from DC. You gotta stick with where you from. Like, gotta stick where you from. I'm from Philly, but somebody else, another guy could be from DC or they could be from like the Midwest. But if they black, but even though they ain't got to do with like an 066 card. If they get in a fight with a different race, like if they get in a fight with the Mexicans or the whites or Aryan nations guys, we got to help them, no matter what. Like it's a race war. This what goes down in the penitentiary. You have to help them. Ain't no he's not from your city or he's not from. You have to help them. But Mexican or somebody jumps on the black, you got to help them. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't because the judge locks the jail down after that. Like when a race war happened, he locks the jail down. Boom. Now they got to get what's going on. They got to understand what's going on. They start talking about who run the cars or whoever's fighting, who run the cars and stuff like that. They got to get a understanding before they let us back out. So ain't no, oh, I ain't helping that nigga. He ain't from Philly or he ain't from Midwest. No, you got to help. If not, when they find out you ain't helping, you was there, and they like, yo, such and such ain't help. He's from Philly, They go tell your car, yo, your people's up the joint with a race war jump out, they ain't help. And your people stepping to you, your own people stepping to you. Yo, what's up? You ain't help me, man. Listen, you gotta go up top.
Mm-hmm.
What's the longest that you could be locked down after one of those situations?
We was locked down the whole summer one time.
Holy fuck.
Like we was locked down, like no commissary, no like. It's lucky you fortunate that if you got some commissary stacked up in your joint, you cool. Like other than that, if you ain't had no commissary or you was waiting to go to commissary, we was locked down. So you have to survive off them three trades. Like you had to survive off them 3 trades, and that's it. I had some good people in my corner. Like they made sure I was cool. Like I was cool. And plus I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
So I go sell some food, something like that. And I don't eat much though. So like I had commissary, like I have it for days though. So it's like I don't eat much of nothing. So I already have it. So I was just fortunate like to have like good people in my corner to help me down.
What did you go in for to USP?
At the homicide, I wound up beating it. But they found a gun on the homicide. My lawyer told me to take the deal. I took the deal. I took a 3 to 7 state for the gun case. I took a direct to ours. My lawyer was like, take this time, but the feds don't pick it up. So I'm like, all right, because the feds don't usually, once you take the time in the state, the feds don't usually come pick you up. So I took the 3 to 7 in the state. I took it home. So like I was about to come home because I had like a year from change in for my homicide before I made bail. So I had like a year from change in. So I just went in, had to finish up the rest of the time. So I'm about to come home. Like I'm about to come home and everything. Like I get indictment papers. I'm like, oh, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm thinking now, mind you, my whole project was on the investigation. So I called my man. I'm like, yo, you get some indictment papers? I called the jail phone. He was like, no, what you mean? I said, bro, I didn't read the indictment papers. I just know there was indictment papers, so I didn't read my charges yet. So he was like, no, ain't nobody getting no indictment papers and everything. So I'm sitting there talking to him on the phone. So I'm like, so I'm looking at the charges. I'm like, I said, hold up, these are the charges that I'm state for. Like, these are the charges that I'm doing the 3 to 7 for. So I'm like, yo, this shit. I'm like, hold up. So I'm telling my man, like, yo, call Santa Guida and see what's up because, bro, I'm doing the 3 to 7 for these charges. And like, I got indictment papers. I've been indicted by the U.S. government for these charges. I got the indictment papers that Monday they came and got me. That Wednesday they came and got me. Boom, yeah, come with us. So, you know, everybody who comes in the building, every nighttime building, they think everybody tell them. So you really got to watch yourself and don't tell nobody your case when you get down FDC Philly, like, because people will jump on your case and people will try to be your friend. And, bro, the whole time they lining you up.
Oh.
Like, they try to line you up, get information because they try to go home. So I know what's going on. I'm not really saying that. So I'm like, all right, boom. So I'm chilling. So they came and talked to me and said, like, listen, the U.S. they can't. It's like a profit hearing, they called it. So they said the U.S. attorney want to talk to you. So I'm like, no, the U.S. attorney don't want to talk to me. They was like, well, because they can't bring the U.S. attorney in the room until you okay it.
Oh, okay.
Only the agents to come talk to you. The U.S. attorney cannot talk to you until you okay it. So I'm handcuffed to the floor. So they're like, you want something to eat? I said, yo, I don't want nothing. I want y'all to call my lawyer. Y'all not even supposed to question. So they start talking. They start talking. They start doing what they was doing. Like, so, but the U.S. attorney, they can't bring the U.S. attorney because I'm like, yo, just send me back where I'm at. Send me back to across the street, yo. So they were like, we've been investigating y'all for X, Y, and Z. We got this on y'all. We got this on y'all. We got this on y'all. So I'm like, y'all been investigating. So I'm like, okay, y'all been investigating this all that time. I said, where y'all was at when I got shot at both my legs? And I got shot at broad daylight. I'm like, where y'all was at when I got shot at both my legs? That was in broad daylight. They said, oh, we went out there that day. I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm saying, where y'all was at when I got shot at my face? Now, mind you, I got shot at my face on broad daylight too. So it's like, we went out there that day either. I said, it's funny how y'all went out there. None of the days I got shot, but y'all say y'all was out there every day. I said, listen, send me back to my cell. Don't come. I'm already indicted, so I'll see you on court. So now my lawyer comes see me. And they send me back. My lawyer comes see me. So I'm like, yo, Santa Guida, what's up? Like, yo, like, what's going on, bro? Like, they indict me for the same thing you told me to take a deal for. Santa Guida, like, he was like Italian, so he was cocky. I don't know these cocksuckers they can't do this. He talking just like these cocksuckers didn't do that. Don't worry about it. And like, don't worry about it, Turk. Don't these cocksuckers, they wrong. I'm going ahead. I'm gonna tell you that you gonna beat this. They wrong. You already took your time. I'm like, bro, you told me to take a 3. I would have beat the case. I'm like, bro, you told me to take a 3 to 7 for the case, bro. He like, don't worry about it. I get there, man. We get in the courtroom and all that, man. They saying no, we can do it. They saying it's a special indictment, like it's called like a petty waiver indictment, like a special indictment they get to override the state indictment. So they saying that if the feds would have got me first and the state tried to do it, come charge me again, they couldn't do it. But the state got me first and they charged because they over top of the state. And so they did it. So I'm like, so they like they could do it. But they say they usually do it for people for scare tactics. But they usually drop the charges. But they went all the way through with mine. I wound up getting 6 years, but they give it to you in months though. So like 72 months.
Okay.
They wound up giving me 72 months. So they wound up giving me that. I wound up at USP Big Sandy. No, I wound up Cannon first. An incident happened in Cannon. I wound up getting kicked out and I wound up going to Big Sandy. And Big Sandy, like, that's when the race riot happened. Like, that's when the race riot happened.
How did that race riot start? Is it usually provoked, or is it could just like one thing just set off a fucking chain reaction in there?
It could be a numerous of things that a race riot will start. Usually it's about some money.
Okay.
Somebody owes somebody debt and they ain't paying it and they just jump on the person. Or somebody got animosities with somebody from an old jail, something like that, and it's popping.
In the Philly prisons, do blacks stay with blacks, white with white, Mexican with Mexican, or is everybody mixed in together?
No, with the Philly prison, everybody basically on the same block and stuff like that. Everybody on the same block. But it's in the Philly prisons, it's not like that. Philly prison is like you go by your neighborhood. Like you only hanging with people like if you from North Philly or you from Blumberg or you from 17th Street, you go by your neighborhood. Like if you know somebody. But me, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I used to hang with South Philly people and West Philly people because I knew a lot of people. My North people was my North people, but I used to hang with a lot of South Philly people and West people. So like they gravitated to me better. I'm just straightforward. Like they always like, yo, you rude. I'm like, no, I'm straightforward. My mom taught me how to be straightforward. I learned though, if you're my friend, I'm liable to tell you your rights and wrongs. So you're allowed to tell me your rights and wrongs. Like, because if I can't tell you your rights and wrongs, that means everything you do, you're gonna think right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people get away with nut shit because nobody tell them when they wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that's some nut shit. No, you my friend. I'm gonna tell you some nut shit, bro. You ain't doing that around me, and I'm not letting you do it around me. I don't care how mad you get. You're not doing that around me. If I try to do some nut shit, it's like, bro, no, bro, we ain't doing that, bro. Like, and I gotta respect it because I'm gonna do it to you. A real friend gonna do it. If a real friend lets you go do some nut shit without checking you and know it's some nut shit, he's a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a nut. Like, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm saying that, like, a real friend is not gonna let you go jeopardize, especially if you got kids in the family. He's a nut. Like, you ain't letting your friend do no nut shit like that. Like, an incident happened last night. And it's crazy. I'll be around some crazy shit, dog. I swear. Incident happened last night. It was me and security. We was at the door. So it was these three young boys walk up. You know, they was talking to each other. They wound up going to go get something to eat in the place. And we was outside talking. Some lady pulled one up to the side, was like, I'll give you $100, but I need you to knock somebody out. She told one of the boys. So the boy came and told the friend, like, man, that she's giving up $100 to knock somebody out. So one of the boys like, oh, I'm gonna go knock that nigga out. Miss, let me get them. I said, listen, y'all. Let me tell you something. You ready to take $100 and jeopardize your life. I said, for number one, it looked like you're doing all right now. So you really don't need the $100. I said, if you go around the corner, wherever she wants you to hit, and you hit that person, they die. I said, youngin, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. And you just told me you got an 8-year-old daughter. And I said, she's going to be the star witness on you. Because she came and got you, so she's going to be the star witness on you. I said, bro, don't let that $100 jeopardize your whole life, for real.
Yeah.
Don't do it. He looked at me, he was like, he said, I just met you. He said, but I respect everything you just said because you was right. Because I seen people, I got a friend of mine, like a real friend of the Blumberg Projects. He's locked up right there for sucker punching a person, and they died. They hit their head and died.
Oh shit.
He's doing the rest of his life. So you don't even know this person, and why is you ready to go risk your freedom for this person? Oh, you hit this person, and they got family members that love them, and you in the shootout. It's not adding up.
Yep.
It's not adding up. So I can't let you be around me and do no nut shit. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. If you feel though you're gonna do it, you can really stay away from me, but it's not gonna happen because I ain't letting it happen.
No, that's good, man, that you're looking out like that. Because a lot of these kids, they don't see the big fucking picture. They see the now, and that's all the fuck that matters. They don't see the consequences for the actions that come down the line.
They want that
And
instant gratification. That
yeah. And those consequences can end up costing them their life, like you said.
They don't understand until it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't understand until it's too late. But it's like sometimes I'm happy that a lot of young people will listen because I don't want to listen. It's like a chain reaction of what they're getting into. So it's like I'm glad they listen. I don't know them from a can of paint. I just met them that night, and they listened. Like they listened to me, and and they would when they got their food, they went one way, the lady went the other way. Like, I'm just happy that they would listen because it's the outcome of this, bro. You'll wake up in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Facts.
As long as you had to be in prison, what were you doing to pass the time mostly? Were you doing like a lot of reading, just hanging out and shooting shit?
I was reading. I was writing my books. I was studying a lot. I coach basketball, but I don't play basketball. Like I coach the sports because it'll do your pastime and stuff. I really was really going to the yard. For what? We going to the yard every day, talk about the same thing. It get burned out after a while.
Did you ever end up facing some consequences yourself in there and end up in the hole?
Yeah, when I got kicked out of Cannon. But that wasn't my fault. I just was in a situation that I had to defend myself, but it worked out for the better for me. I met some people that like showed me different things and stuff like that, and like I met a lot of people from around the world. But USP Big Sandy, I met some good people, some good brothers, some from all nations, all nationalities and stuff like that. So it's cool.
What about programs in the prison? Did they have any type of programs for you, the work related or anything like that?
Education.
Yeah, I wanted it's crazy because I want to get my GD and said, I said, let me buckle down. Now my homies going to the yard. Now I'm going to tutoring class. I'm like, where you going? I said, I'm going to school. We're going to the yard. Come to the yard. No, I'm going to school because y'all playing around. Y'all still young. So I'm going over here to get my shit together. That's something I wanted. Like if you want something, you want to concentrate on it.
Yeah.
Like when you want something, you want to concentrate on it. Like if you don't want it, you just going always. Even if you going to school, you want to play around with it because you're not taking it serious. So when you buckle down, like damn, both of my daughters got it, all my brothers got it, my family got it. My mom passed. Let me go ahead and get this. Let me go ahead and get something for my mom. You feel me? I'm the oldest, but let me go ahead and get something. Let me go ahead and get this. I want this for myself. When I focus on getting something, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Ain't no if I'm gonna work hard to get it, I'm gonna try to get it. But if I fail, I'm gonna try again. If I fail, I'm gonna try again.
That's that attitude that you gotta have. You gotta have that attitude.
Sure.
Just push and push until it's in your fucking pocket.
That's how I felt about my books. I kept putting them off. So I said, bro, I got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
But I used to be on the street, right? Like reading a lot. So I'm like, let me do this. And it came natural.
Yeah. Well, a lot of writers, they write what they know, and you've got stories. So all you got to do is put it on paper, right? It's just organizing your words. That's all it is. And you got a lot of words.
And you never lied about that. It's definitely about organizing my words and making them sound good in the right space. I got a whole book in my head. And I'm writing one book though. I'm writing this one book right now, but I got like another book in my head though. But I ain't be having the time. So I just take my little tablet outside and write when I got time and stuff like that and stuff. So but it's crazy. The one I got in my head is called 4 Hours and 2 Years about these twin sisters. People don't know they twin sisters. They got separated when they was younger. You know, one sister went to her grandma's house. Her grandma lived in the hood, and one sister went to our house. Our house was a lawyer. She lived up, you know, she was getting money. The two sisters never knew they exist. So when the one that lived in the hood, she was running around scheming, robbing people, setting people up. The sister wound up being a lawyer. Like wound up being a lawyer. She on TV, she fighting case. But the upper sister, she's like, I'm gonna get this money any means necessary. Nobody gonna stop me. Boom. They got like a real twist and turn and shit.
Those are the best ones that keep you thinking through the whole fucking book like that.
And that's what type of books I try to write. I try to write some books that we can relate to. I don't try to write no books like a person get like 1,000,000 bricks, they never go to jail, they had 1,000 shootouts, they never get shot. I try to write a book like when you read it, you can understand it, you can visualize it, you can say, this really goes on in the hood, or this really goes on in the streets.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I really need to. I be scared. Like I ain't gonna lie. I don't even tell nobody. And I'm saying this on camera. Like people who do music and people who make stuff, they really be scared to drop stuff. Like I was really worried when I saw you that song. Like really, only a few people heard that song, so I really be scared to sit in the music. Like really, but when people hear it, I really be. It be good now. Now the music be good because when I do music, like I made a beat and everything on there, so it's like when you hear the music, it's like, oh, this shit's great, like this, but I be scared to put it out.
Because you got your heart and you got your soul in it.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is.
For anybody that loves hip hop or rap, like that track, you got nothing to worry about, bro. That fucking is fire.
And there's
You're
always going to be haters. Doesn't matter
Oh,
who
yeah,
you
I
no matter
are.
know, I know
what.
that. No, I know that. I know that. I know that. Everything is never gonna be perfect, but I be trying to get like everything perfect. Yo. That song right there, I had that song in a while, but I'm starting listening to it. I'm like, this is really a great song. The hook, the words, and everything is really a great song. Like when the Feds kicked the doors in 2010, they didn't know where I lived at. When I used to lead the projects, I gotta go to the expressway to go home. So to follow me to go home, we got to drive like I drive. I drive like a main man. I madman. I get on the expressway. I do a beam because I want to make sure ain't nobody follow me. But I seen a car follow me, so I'm like, all right, boom. So boom. So when I get on the expressway, I start doing a beam. The car started doing a beam with me. Oh, this car followed me. I said, okay. I said, I got something for him. I get off the expressway. They like 2 cars behind me. I get off the expressway and I jump right back on. I bust a U-turn and bust her. Scare! So they was mad. So I lost them that day. They was mad. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, this is doing. So I go back down north. I switch cars. I go switch cars. I go home because I would never park in front of my house. So I go home, I park. The feds, once they find out where I live at, they find out where I live at. So I came out the house. I always come outside in the morning time. So I come out the house. I'm very observant because I pay attention. I come out the house. The water truck. They park right in front of my house. So I'm like, ain't no way in hell, like no way is water truck just sitting here like this. So I'm looking. I'm like, the second day I come out, is the water truck, but it's a different person. So I'm like, that ain't no 2 days straight. The water, mind you, the water, like you all just sitting there. Cause I'm looking out the window now, and I'm like, in the morning, so I gotta come out early in the morning to go down the project at the time. So I'm like, ain't no way in hell this people, ain't no way in hell the water truck just keep being in front of my door. The third day, I come out. So I'm like, all right, boom. The water truck, but there's 2 people in the car now. There's 2 people in the truck now. I'm smiling now, but I always used to park my car somewhere else. So I'm like smiling. I gotta walk to my car. So as me looking up and down the block, at this time, my people that's about to go to work. So as we looking up and down the block, I'm walking to the corner. So I turn around. Now I see the white lacrosse like was down the street. I see it come out, pull out. Now I see the Impala pull out too. I seen Impala was following me the other night. Pull out. I'm like, I look back, and then I'm getting to the corner, but I look back. I'm like, what the fuck? So now I see the other lacrosse in this Jeep. They coming up to the corner. So I'm like, so the water truck pull off. They pull off too. Boom, they jump out. Don't move. Don't move. So I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, boom. I'm about to run.
Yeah.
I listen. The Fed boy said, listen, you can go ahead and run, but he gonna chase you down. This is what he's for. Now, mind you, this Fed, like everybody had their guns and everything. This Fed dude is like, he regular, he got cargos on. He gonna chase you down. So you can go ahead and run, he gonna chase you down. Like we need to talk to you. So mind you, I'm surrounded by like 8, 9 people in a bus riding past, all white guys, like people riding past looking and shit. I'm like, so I'm hoping my people's ready to go to work. So I'm hoping they come out. I'm like, damn, I'm hoping they come out this dirt. I'm like, no, I ain't going nowhere with y'all. They're like, you can go with us, you go there right now. We're gonna take you down the building. So you ain't taking me nowhere. You ain't got a warrant. I'm in the car Santa Guida. So they were like, oh, you don't need no lawyer. We just need to talk to you. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Hey. They were like, oh no. I said, you want to talk to me? You want to talk to us here, or you want to go with us? I said, dog, all these people just saying y'all people talking to me. What's the difference? So now, but I'm trying to probe them because I'm trying to see when my people's gonna come outside. I'm like, she's supposed to have been working 10 minutes ago. What are you still in the house for? What you still in the house for? You're supposed to be at work. I get in the car. They wind up taking me by the airport, talking to me. I'm like, yeah. So they start questioning me about a few things. I'm like, listen, y'all ready to take me back? So I wind up going down, called my lawyer, I called Santa Guida. Santa Guida called them and cussed them out. Like they cussed them out. Now this is before I got shot in my face. He cussed them out. Boom. So they ain't never come talk to me and say nothing to me again. They ain't never say nothing to me again. They ain't come talk to me again. So I'm like, all right, boom. So you know what's crazy thing when I got shot in my face, I got locked up. So for some reason they were looking for me for something though. But they weren't supposed to lock me up about it. I woke up, so I'm handcuffed to the bed. So I'm like, damn, I try to turn around. I'm like, try to turn, but I can't move it. I'm handcuffed. So, but I'm wondering, like, why is I'm handcuffed to the bed? Like, why is I'm locked up? So when I look, it was 2 cops there. the cop guy was like, "Oh shit, you fucked up, Ronnie." I'm like, So the lady was like, "You're not supposed to say that." So she like, oh my God, did they find out who shot you? I'm like, I can't move, so I'm really trying to get them to take the handcuffs off and shit.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, but I was so doped up, I couldn't run or nothing. So I was so doped up. So she was like, "We're gonna take the handcuffs off." And she like, "It's cool, partner." Like the partner was like, "That nigga ain't going on. We're gonna take the Then I saw the man, I want to see my face. I'm like, I can't talk or nothing. I wound up going to sleep. I woke up to the next shift. The lady there was another shift. They told me, "Oh my God, what the fuck? Who did that to you? They catch him?" So I know my face fucked up. I know it's fucked up because every cop keeps saying the same thing. So I'm trying to find out why is our man locked up. So they don't know. So the detective came in. So they started asking me all these questions. So I'm like, I couldn't talk. So they gave me a pad. So I'm like, I wrote down like, "Can you call a nurse?" So they called me like, "Nurse, we need help." So they came in, nurse. I'm like, I can't talk. I need my nurse. She was like, "Oh, he can't talk. Can y'all come back tomorrow?" The question. Boom. So the next day, they was there the next day. Boom. So I wrote on the pad, I'm like, "Can you call the nurses and do dirt?" So the other detective boy said, "No, fuck all that. We ain't calling no nurse. We ain't gonna keep coming here every day." He said, "We ain't gonna keep coming here every day. You playing with us." He said, he said, "Man, tell us what happened." So I'm like, man, I said, I got shot. I said, I got shot for the back. I don't know what happened. I said, when the shots rang out, I wasn't taking names and numbers. I was ducking.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking no names and numbers. Like, "Oh, nigga, shoot. What kind of color you got on? Who that? That's JJ? No, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? I know." They came into me like, "All right, we're gonna charge you from the bed. Because they can't charge me. Like, we're gonna charge you from the bed." It's like my third day, they charged me. They got a warrant out westfully, 55th Prime. We don't know what it's for, but it's a warrant. So we're gonna charge you. You can see the doctor from the bed. But I wasn't even worrying about it because I'm like, I can make bail. I don't really worry about it. I'm gonna make bail. They gave me like these metal scissors and stuff. So they like, if he starts spitting up and stuff like that, y'all gotta stop and cut the joint open before he can spit up because he'll die. I'm still high. Like they must give me perks and stuff when I was high. Like so now you up there and they moving around in the truck. Now I'm about to spit up. So now I'm banging on the back. They gotta stop, open it up. They like, "You need a scissors?" I was like, "No." But the doctor told him like, "Y'all can't put him in nowhere that's dirty because his face get infected. They're gonna be in trouble." So mind you, I never seen my face because everybody's seeing my face but me. So I go to 55th and Pine and start waiting. So the cops was there. They were like, "Listen, y'all cannot put him in the cell." They were the scissors. "Y'all cannot put him in the cell because he'll choke if he starts spitting up and stuff like that. So y'all can't put him in the cell." So they was like, "Okay, all right, boom." They wanted to put me in the cell anyway. That probably was like the worst mistake they could have did. So, and I'm in the cell. So mind you, it was like two people in the cell. These two young boys in the cell. They was laying on the bench. So I'm standing up. So somebody come in the cell, a person to jump up. Like, who they trying to find out who in the cell with them? So the young boy jumped up, was like, "Oh shit, yo, who did that? Yo!" So he started calling. It must have been like it had to be like 5 or 6 of them. They was in different cells, but it was 2 of them was in my cell. He was like, "Yo!" Well, he's like, "Who did that?" They were like, "Who did that? The police? They fucked you up like that?" So he on the cell like, "Yo, bitch ass cops! Yo, bitch ass cops!" So he was the cop. So he started calling home like, "Yo, they fucked my man up, man. Shit fucked up." So now they all like, "Y'all bitch ass cops, y'all niggas pussies." So now you get all the young people, they on the gate like, "You niggas pussies, huh?" So I'm like, "Yo, yeah." So now they making noise, like all these young boys making, like, "Y'all niggas pussies, y'all." So they making all this noise and shit. So a detective and other cop like, "What the fuck is all this noise for?" They're like, "Y'all gonna fuck this man up like that and bring him in the cell? Y'all some bitch ass niggas, open the cell." So everybody, all young boys, and mind you, the other young boys in the other cell, they didn't even see me.
Yeah.
So I know if I look bad, these niggas acting like this, I know I look bad. I know I look bad. So the cop boy see, so the detective boy see me, he said, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Yo, is he supposed to be back here?" So the cop like, "No, they told us don't bring him back here, but we had to put him somewhere." They were like, "No, take him in the front." So they when they open the door, the young boy like, yo, bitch ass nigga, what the fuck y'all on? So these young boys, they blacking out. I'm like, I don't know these young boys with a can of paint. So they take me in the front. So now they charging me. They charge me. They tell me what I'm locked up for. I'm like, what? This ain't even me. Like, but I'm like, all right, bro, they charge me. So everybody getting R&R, everybody getting bail and shit. So I'm saying the joint. So the lady at the who was doing the dust, she was like, oh my God, you like, did you see your face? I was like, no, I'm like, oh, I don't see it yet. So now, you like, it's like this. You see the judge, like you sit in the little booth. The judge she had her head down. So my lawyer, the DA, they had their head down. So my shit fucked up.
Mhm.
So they said, oh shit. The judge come out, excuse me? Starting behind the judge, nigga said, oh my God, what's going on? You okay? So they all looking at now everybody staring at me because it's like three y'all. Now everybody staring at me. So I'm like, thinking to myself, I really must be fucked up. So they telling me what I'm locked up for and everything. So I'm like, they might have thrown the case away as soon as I went to court. So I'm like, so they were like, all right, now they give everybody R&R. I'm the only one y'all gave a bill to. So I'm like, all right, fucking boom. So I had to call my man. So I had to call, boom, I called and the lady talked to him. So they were like, yo, Mr. Jones' bill is X, Y, and Z, y'all need to pay it. So I hear my man like, all right, we're gonna pay it right now. Cause don't nobody never know why I got locked up. They don't everybody know. They're like, all right, we're gonna go pay it right now. So they was like, Mr. Jones, they need to be here before the bus comes to get the rest of the people. So I'm like, I wasn't worrying about it. I know they gonna go right and do it. That's nothing. I'm like, that bill right there is nothing. My people pull up. So when they pull up, she looked, she was like, oh my God, she crying. Now I get to look at my face now. So, I put a vibe and I'm like, man, fuck it. Man. I looked at my face, I started crying.
Yeah.
I said, what the fuck? It's on real shit. I said, yo, my shit was like up here, hole in my face, tongue, all this shit, this stuff. I'm like, yo, it's like I couldn't believe it. But I was happy because I survived.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. And I survived. I'm like, this shit can't be life. And it's like, this shit got different. Like, it's like, I'm gonna be blessed. I just be blessed about everything I survived, period. The project, being locked up, all of it. Everything I've ever been, I've just been survived. I've been happy.
Do you see that as a sign that you're meant for something great?
For sure. No,
Yeah.
for sure. I do a whole lot. I do because I've been through so much and I survived so much to pick me where I'm at right now. So that's why I need to stop dragging my feet and let people really understand Blumberg Project and the story behind Blumberg Project.
Yeah. I think you're going to be big. I think you're going to make it big because you got this level of creativity and not in just one corner. Like you're writing books, you're writing movies, you're writing music. I'm surprised you don't got some fucking paintings behind you or something.
I don't know how to do paintings. If I did, I would try it though. But it's crazy though. I still be scared to drop it. So I feel as though I'm ready to start dropping some music. Well, Beamer Reach, she dropped already. We dropped her CD though. So I was like, so I might as well start dropping and let people really understand what's going on over like Talk Heavy Entertainment.
What's your vision for Talk Heavy Entertainment in the future?
Me personally, I like dealing with the underdogs.
Yeah.
Like I like giving underdogs a chance because I ain't have no problem about giving nobody a chance. Like I go to the studio, I make beats and all that. Like I have no problem about giving the underdog a chance now. What you do with your chance is up to you. Like I can't force nobody to do nothing at all. But I will give you a chance and let you see what's going on.
Yeah, man. You'll open the door. It's up to them to walk through it.
And that's how I look at a lot of things. Like, cause nobody really never gave me a chance. Like I took it or I worked for it. So,
yeah.
like I be trying to give like a lot of people like underdogs a chance. Like if it work out, it work out. If it don't work out, I tried.
All right. Anybody you want to shout out before we're going to close her out?
No, I just appreciate y'all. Like I appreciate y'all and your podcast. Y'all keep working. Y'all let me know if y'all need somebody. If I know them, I try to shoot in y'all direction and stuff like that. You know, they just tune in. You know, start following me, Turk from the Blum. Turk 230
Awesome.
from the Blum.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Turk, for joining us. You have a great night, my man.
Take care,
Y'all
Turk.
too. I appreciate y'all.
Take care, bro.
All right, got y'all.